Hey, would you love it if you could brew great coffee at home? Here are 7 tips on how you can brew great coffee at home. Number 1, use fresh filtered water. You cannot cover up bad water with coffee. You can either use a pure water filter, you can buy spring water, just use fresh, cold, filtered water. Number 2 is use fresh coffee. Ground coffee, after it's roasted and ground, has a shelf life of 2 weeks. If you use whole bean coffee, it has a shelf life of 2 to 4 weeks. Do not give in to the temptation to buy the big 15,000 pound bag at Sam's. I know it's appealing and I know it's $3, but you will not be able to use that coffee before it goes bad. Using fresh coffee, it is scientifically proven, will make you live 400 years longer. So when you're buying coffee at the store, make sure you do a couple things. Check the dates. On the back of the bags, there are dates that tell when the coffee was roasted, when the coffee needs to be used. If you use K-Cups, most of those K-Cups in the store, I hate to tell you this, those have been roasted and ground for over 3 months. Number 3 is grind your coffee fresh before brewing it. You can get a cheap grinder for $10. You can also get a burr grinder, which will actually grind the coffee for $40. You can change your life and the life of those around you. You can brew outstanding coffee. Number 4 is use the right ratio of coffee to water. If you're like me and you don't like doing math in the morning, you can use a simple ratio I use called the 1-to-1 ratio. So use 1 tablespoon of coffee for every 1 cup of coffee as your carafe measures. So for example, if you're putting in 8 cups on this line on your carafe, you should use 8 tablespoons. That's right, I heard you out there, internet world. You can adjust the measurements you use. You may say, hey, I'm more of a tablespoon and a half kind of person. Hey, whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you going in the morning. Number 5 is to stir the coffee while it's brewing. If you've ever brewed coffee and thrown the filter out with the grounds and seen some of those grounds were still dry, well, that is a disaster. That's gonna lead to coffee that's not evenly extracted, and nobody likes that at all. It makes you cry. Lift this lid up, kind of stand back, and give it a stir. Number 6, pass on the delay brew button. Don't push it. I know that sometimes you're in a season of craziness and you have to do it. Please don't make that your regular habit. Please don't set that coffee out overnight. When you do, you know what happens? You set that coffee in here overnight, monsters sneak into your house and sniff that coffee and take all the good stuff out, and they put their monster BO in it. That's probably not what happens. Number 7 is clean your coffee maker often. You should clean your coffee maker every 2 to 3 months, and when you do that, it will make your mug and your mouth happy. Number 8, this is a bonus tip. As soon as your coffee's done, turn the hot plate off. It will scorch your coffee, making it hotter than it's actually supposed to be and making it gross. Oops. Those have been the 7 tips with an extra, so it's 8. But thank you for watching, and buy some Papa Bear coffee. You can share that with a friend or share that with your mouth. That's good coffee.